And we're going to stick with science. We're going to get a little crazy with Aunt Lindsey.
Rod, Crazy Aunt Lindsey is in the house.
Hi, guys.
She's swinging some DNA extracting materials around today.
I am a human centrifuge right now, so I will tell you what's inside in just a second.
Okay, so we are going to extract DNA from pumpkins for the Halloween season.
Yep, for the Halloween season. We've got pumpkin pies, jack-o'-lantern. There's tons of pumpkin laying around your house right now. There is something that you can do to pull the DNA out of it. Now, what is DNA, right? It's the molecule that holds all of the information for growth, function, and all like how people come together. Every living thing has it, including pumpkins. So for this project, all you're going to do is chop up a pumpkin. Do you want to chop that up? So
grab a butcher knife.
Grab a butcher knife.
A cleaver. You just want a little chunk off of the side?
Yeah, give me a little chunk. Okay. And then it doesn't have to be perfect. In here, I already have some salt water, and I'm going to put my pumpkin inside.
Okay, so I'm just going to
you can just put it right on in, and because this is television, I have already blended it up with my NutriBullet. You can use a blender for this. You can also use a mallet inside of
and just kind of mash it up.
Right, just mash it up. Okay. Yep, you're going to blend it up, and then you should have the consistency of like applesauce. And so once you have the consistency of applesauce with your pumpkin and your salt and your water, you're going to pour it into another container.
So this would have been just out of the blender, though?
That would have been just out of the blender, yep. And then to this, you're going to add a little bit of dishwashing fluid.
And what is the dish soap doing?
Right, so so DNA is inside of cells called inside of a cell, and there's plasma membrane. So what the salt water and the dish soap does is it breaks down the fat molecules so that the DNA can get out. So you're going to mix this up for about 5 minutes. You can stir that around.
Okay, so can I use this?
Don't use that one. You can just you can just gently, just like that. Yep. Okay. So for about 5 minutes, you're going to do that. We don't have 5 minutes, but what I do have is not that. Oh, where is my?
Is it this one here?
Yeah, actually. And so I've already done a little bit of a mix of that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a paper towel.
Okay. So we've got this.
Yep. And like make a little, and we're going to strain it. So you can stop doing that.
Okay.
And then we're going to just pour that in.
Pour it straight in. So this is straining it out for us.
To strain it out to get all of the chunks out. Oh, and before we do that, while that's doing that, I wanted to show you what was inside of here. So I was telling you I did a little centrifuge. If we were in a lab, after we mixed this up, we would have this solution. But there are big chunks of pumpkin, we've got cell membrane, we've got all sorts of things that are stuck inside of there. So I put it in a little container, and because no one really has a centrifuge, I hacked it a little bit, put it inside of a stocking, and then I spun it around really fast. So what that would do is help to separate all of the denser and less dense particles inside of it.
Okay.
And so I'll take it out.
And would you do that after this?
I would do it before that. Yep, I would do that before that.
Here, and I see it's really separating out a lot of
all of those chunks. So you can actually just toss that right in the bowl.
Okay, right in here.
Yep, and so you can see that there's a little bit of separation here. Yep, perfect. And so now dissolved inside of the solution is the DNA. So what we're going to do is we're going to precipitate it out. But to do that, we need a little bit of alcohol. And I just realized that my alcohol is still in the freezer in the other room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some leftover alcohol from my test this morning. And so what you're going to do is you're going to tip your jar just a little bit, and you're going to gently pour in your alcohol down the side. You don't want to just splosh it in. You want it to sort of drizzle just very slowly so that it develops like a layer on top of your solution. Okay, and then lastly, because we're running out of time, what do we do next? And so what you do is you do that, and you'll begin to see this cloudiness. Do you see the cloudiness? I do, yeah. There's a little film at the top. A little film at the top, and then you can use and if you look inside, do you see the cloudiness? Do you see those chunks coming up? I do, yeah. And if you look, you can use a toothpick. In this case, I'm using a chopstick. You can see this slimy. And are those chunks, that's the DNA you're extracting? This is DNA. This is the DNA that you've extracted. So the longer you do it and the longer you wait, the more it comes out. Awesome science experiment. Yeah. Crazy Aunt Lindsey, where can people find more? YouTube/Crazy Aunt Lindsey, and I'll have a Halloween playlist just for you guys where you can see this project and so many more. Awesome. We'll be back with more after this. Thank you. That's cool.